Hello, people. Welcome on board today. How is everyone doing? This is Coach Faith. I'm super excited today to be speaking to your heart on the subject of embracing curiosity as a learning tool. How are you doing? Tell me what your name and where you're joining from in the comment section. I'd love to greet you, salute you, and just appreciate you for being a part of today's conversation. We started off this series about 3 weeks ago. This is the fourth installment. And if you're just joining us, welcome aboard. Make sure that after today's session, you go back and listen to all of us past conversations around the subject of pathways to excellent learning. Okay, for those of you that are listening to me for the first time, my name is Faith Michael. I'm the president of Free Leaders Book Club, a community that is set to raise millions of intentional readers across the globe. Yes. Last week, we were able to look into the fact that we can make feedback a superpower. Excuse me. That we can make feedback a superpower, effective feedback a superpower. So I believe you learned a lot. I wanted to talk about learning styles today, but there's so much to talk about when it comes to pathways to excellent learning. I just hope we'll be rounding it off today, or we can still continue next week. If you all are interested in the continuity package to this. Okay, if you are interested in having a continuity package to this, maybe we would round it off next week. But for now, let's look at embracing curiosity as a learning tool. Okay, take your screenshots of my beautiful face and go share it in the Really That's group community to ensure that we remind them to join us this evening. It's evening by my time, all right? It's 8 p.m., 8:05 p.m. Watts, yes. So we're looking at embracing curiosity as a learning tool. The first time I ever interacted with what curiosity meant was through the work of Ian Leslie. Ian Leslie is one of the foremost psychologists, that's both intentional thought leader in the world of curiosity. And I learned a lot about the different segments of it, the different compartments of it. And I have also shared some thoughts around that in some of my past teachings. If you've not looked at, if you have not listened to me on those sessions, today is the best time to also listen to me because a lot of research I've also gone into today's class. Okay, so in this session, we're going to be defining what curiosity means. We're going to be looking at its core characteristics, benefit, practical strategies to help you foster it in the various learning contexts that you find yourself. We are a learning species, guys. I'd like you to type that in the comment. I see Mercy. Mercy, how you doing? Welcome to class. We are a learning species. We are constantly learning on a daily basis. And because we're constantly learning, it therefore means that we must be ready to learn well, right? Learning well is vital to our growth, it's pivotal to our transformation and to how far we can move from where we are right now to the next level. So if we don't learn well, it will not be easy for us to build mastery, right? For us to build mastery. Before I get into the conversation of curiosity, I really just want to take us through the pyramid of competence, right? Maybe you must have heard of it before. If you've not, this is your lucky day. So we're going to look at the pyramid of competence and how this truly connects to the subject of curiosity. Okay, we'll talk about the pyramid. It is in 4 stages. All right, it has to do with the progression of learning and skill acquisition. So I've heard of this so many times, and I often wonder what does it even mean. Until this very day, I had to go deeply into research. So I'd like you to type it in the comment, the pyramid, the 4 stages of competence, or the pyramid of competence, whatever it is. So competence is a conversation that we need to have. The reason is because it is important that we talk about it because we are learning on a daily basis. Now we live in an ocean, an ocean of so much. All right, we're constantly dealing with ideas, information. all right, thoughts from different corners. And then you can often begin to ask yourself the question of, how do I position myself, right? How do I position myself to be able to grow my capacity from where I am right now to the next level? How do I build this level of intentionality? Because mastery as it is evolution. All right. I like you to type that in the comment. Mastery is evolution. If you talk about building mastery, what you're talking about, how you can begin to evolve so that you can grow your stewardship in that arena that you've been called upon by God, right? We all have different realms, okay, that will be called upon to really steward and do so much. For me, it is reading and personal growth, using reading as a tool for personal transformation. And I've been here just stewarding this, and it's been fun. There's been several times I'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But curiosity has really been a tool that has prepared me, all right, to this level that I am today. So the first stages of competence, the first one is unconscious incompetence. I'd like you to type that in the comment. Unconscious incompetence. This is a stage where you are totally unaware of what you don't know. All right. You are totally unaware of what you don't know. So it means that you lack both the skill and the awareness of what you need to learn. You lack skill and the awareness of what you need to learn. Unconscious incompetence. I see Ma'am Evelyn, welcome to class. Unconscious incompetence. I like to type that in the room. Unconscious incompetence is a major aspect of this conversation, to say that a lot of times you want to learn something, right? But you are not competent, and at the same time, you're not even conscious of what you lack. All right, Ma'am Indigo is in the room. Yeah, I'm in the room. How are you doing this evening? Welcome to class. I hope you're fine today. So, at this level of transformation, really, you are unconscious, and at the same time, you are incompetent. So, you see that many people have different challenges. Like they would often say that there are different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. So somebody is not competent, and this is one of the major reasons that you try to help people, but you are not really helping them because they are unconscious of the fact that they even need your help, unconscious of the fact that they need your transformation, right? So now they are unconscious, and at the same time, they are incompetent. So that is the first stage of competence, unconscious incompetence, where an individual lack both the skill and the awareness of what they need to learn. So there is no awareness about what you need to learn, and you also lack the skill to be able to get better at that. Curiosity can really help you at this level, okay, to begin to spark your interest and awareness, all right, for you to be able to recognize that you have gaps in your knowledge, all right. Curiosity can really help you to explore at this level. That's why whenever I talk about the concept of divergent curiosity, I often say that it is important that you begin to navigate your path in that light so that, first of all, you can even spark up your interest. Okay, you may not even know what you don't know. Maybe you are interested in becoming a leader, in becoming a coach, a thought leader, or maybe even having a certain level of degree or a certain level of knowledge in an aspect of life. The first thing you do is that you immerse yourself in that experience, okay, and you're just interacting with concepts, videos, books, different learning materials, and as you're interacting with them, you're allowing curiosity to play a huge role in your life, such that at the end of the day, you are becoming aware of what you don't even know. You are becoming aware of the skill that you need to build. Let's take it home right now. Let's say you want to build your speaking skills. I see Mohammed Usma Ugo. Mohammed, welcome to class. So let's even say that you want to learn the skill of speaking, public speaking, presentation skills. You want to become so powerful there, and you speak a lot, but you don't even know the area that you're not doing well, the area that you are not steadfast, that you are not consistent, that you're not doing the work. And so, right now, you're like, okay, where do I even start from? You immerse yourself in the environment, you immerse yourself in the system That is unconscious incompetence, playing that right now, right? You don't even care whether you're unconscious at this level, but you are just immersing yourself in a system to be able to understand the different compartments of it, so you know where to position. So the next stage of competence is what we call conscious incompetence. The first one is unconscious incompetence. The next one is conscious incompetence. So please, as I'm saying all of this, as I'm teaching, somebody can just be so smart, and at the end of the 4 stages, you can just give us an acronym that we can be able to remember this very 4 stages of competence with. All right. The next one is what? Conscious competence. Conscious what? Competence. I mean, conscious incompetence, we have dealt with. Unconscious incompetence, where you are totally unaware of what you don't have. The conscious incompetence is when you become aware of what you don't know. All right. This At this level, you now begin to recognize that you lack skill. All right. And then you now understand what you need to learn. You see that through divergent curiosity now, you have been able to immerse yourself, okay, in the world of whatever it is you want to learn. Now you have entered into a realm and you are becoming conscious, right? Conscious incompetence, where you become aware of what you don't know. At this level, lights are opening up to you right now. Darkness are being shone upon, right? And you are now understanding the patterns of ignorance and the level of ignoramus that you have in your life, right? You're now beginning to come into limelight. Okay. At this level, curiosity is going to really drive you to be able to learn and improve. Okay, that's one role that curiosity can play here. It's going to help you stay motivated no matter what happens. But conscious competence says you are becoming aware. Unconscious competence says you don't even know. Then the third stage is what? Conscious competence. Conscious competence. Okay. Conscious competence says that you have acquired the skill, okay, but must consciously apply effort to use it correctly. That is conscious competence. All right. At this level, you know what to do. Thank you, Ma'am Indy. At this level of conscious competence, you know what to do, but you must be deliberate. This is where the work of this man, that Josh Kaufman, that wrote the book The First 20 Hours. This is where his teachings comes in, where it says that you must begin to understand the concept of deliberate practice. So conscious competence has a lot to say around being deliberate practice. So at this level now, you now begin to acquire skill. All right. You want to begin to acquire skill at the level of conscious competence, but you must be deliberate. You must be what? Deliberate. You must be deliberate to practice. Then the fourth level of competence is unconscious competence. Okay. This is when the skill becomes second nature. Second nature. So the first one was unconscious incompetence, and then we had conscious incompetence. Then the third one was conscious competence, right? At this level, you know how to make eba, you know how to prepare tribe for my South Africans, you know how to prepare berry for those of you in Cameroon, you know how to prepare uh, different sort of vegetables, but you're so conscious of the process, right? But there comes a time, come on now, there comes a time in the realm of unconsciousness, this thing has now entered into your system. It has entered into your system to the level that it is now an unconscious experience. You have now been automated at the level of competence. All right. You have now been automated at the level of competence. Like we started off with speaking. You could still be speaking at the level of conscious competence. You are still asking yourself, am I making mistakes? What am I using the right words, the right rhetorics, the right vocabularies? Am I using them adequately? At the level of conscious competence, right? But at the realm of conscious competence, which is the highest realm of mastery now, is when that skill, that life has become second nature. You do it effortlessly. I remember when I was learning to ride on my grandfather bicycle. when I was still about, I think I was around 9, 10. Okay, for those of you that grew up in the village in this part of the world, we have these very big bicycles in those days. I was learning to ride on my grandfather's bicycle, so that he told me that I needed to learn so that if I'm going somewhere, if I'm sent on errands, I could easily just rush down and do the work. Guess what, people? It took me over a year because I was learning myself. At some point, I had a coach, but the coach was something else, so I couldn't continue with the coach. So I told myself I was ready to learn the bicycle. Come on, type bicycle in the room. It's not the children's kind of bicycle that you can easily just fall down. You stand up with a bicycle. No, those big ones that when you are trying to pedal, it is taller. You are not as tall, or your feet, your leg will not be getting to the end of the cyclic movement, something like that. So by the time it gets to a level, you leave it and then it circles back to meet you up there. It was like that for me. So I was trying to do this again and again and again, but it got to a time that, in fact, in those days, I would always take my leg through the poles, try to, condition myself to just go at a certain pace. And after a while, I would release it and I would just be going. But there was a day that I had to cross over. I crossed over, sat on the chair, and I started, riding on the bicycle so good and so well. So it got to a time that I became so good with it that I was not even thinking about it anymore. I could even carry my grandfather in those days in the bicycle. That was not the realm of unconscious competence, because I was no longer thinking, when I get to that pothole, won't I fall? For those of you that know how to drive very well, for those of you that know how to do whatever it is you are good at, right? For me, I love to read. So I would say that I'm in the realm of unconscious competence because I always get in the zone of flow. I always get into the zone of really doing the work, and I'm excited all the time. So whatever it is, if you have not been able to enter the realm of unconscious competence, then we have not started yet. We still need to grow and master, right? These four stages of competence is also known as the pyramid of competence. It is so profound. Right now, I want you to know that curiosity plays a lot of role as to how far you're able to move from one realm of the pyramid to a higher level. So when we talk about curiosity, family, what is curiosity? I'd like to tell me in the comment what you think should be the exact definition of curiosity. Tell me in the comment. Yes, you can tell me in the comment, what is curiosity? Okay, I see what Ma'am Indy is doing. Thank you, Ma'am Indy. Conscious competence, know what to do. Unconscious competence, um, you know what to do and you're doing it on autopilot. Maybe you should just add that. Unconscious competent, you know what to do, you're doing it on autopilot, you are automated right now. Okay, you know how to brush your teeth, you don't have to be forced to. Okay, aha. Thank you, Mercy. The four levels of what? Competence. Unconscious incompetence, um conscious incompetence, conscious competence, unconscious this woman, you want us to crack our head. Oh my goodness, this one is mathematics. So UICICCUC. I remember back in the days when we used to do chemistry. In fact, sometimes you would have to commit structures to your memory like this. You are just there trying to remember, memorize, remember, regurgitate. So guys, before we continue this conversation, I'd like to take a screenshot of my most beautiful representation, or the way it is right now. Just take a screenshot, please. Go share in the community, in our Telegram community, that others should join us in the room. Just take it the way it is right now. Messi Sarah has done a beautiful job by putting them together. UICICCUC. Thank you. All right, we've got unconscious incompetence. So now, whenever you are learning a skill, the first thing you should begin to ask yourself is, what level of competence do I have? Okay, am I still in the realm of unconscious incompetence, like I don't want to learn, I'm not aware of the skill that I don't have? Am I in the realm of conscious incompetence, right? Conscious incompetence. Right now, I'm learning. I am beginning to understand what I need, all right? Or I'm now in the realm of conscious competence, where I'm putting in the effort. and becoming deliberate in ensuring that I take the transformation to the next level. If you have taken the screenshot, type done in the comment section. Okay. Unconscious competence is where you're not doing this thing on autopilot. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about curiosity. Have you taken screenshots? Let's go on. Let's talk about curiosity. So curiosity is really an intrinsic desire to learn. Okay, the desire to what? Learn. Mom Evelyn has also shared that. Thank you. Stronger desire to know and to learn something. Desires are powerful, right? In one of these conversation, we're going to come here and talk about desires, right? Desires are powerful, they're profound. I recommended a book from the beginning. I said you guys should go read the book by Ian Leslie. The title of the book is Curious. Curious. So curiosity is a drive. It's an intrinsic desire, an inherent desire to learn, to know, to understand something new. So it is the driver of exploration, of discovery, of invention, of innovation, creativity. It is curiosity that drives all of those, right? If you're not a curious person, then you will not be able to do so much. Children are naturally curious. You were born curious, friends. Evelyn was born curious. Mercy was born curious. Indigo was born curious. We were all born curious at some point of our lives. Now, the question you should begin to ask yourself is, what happened to me? Why have I stopped being curious? Okay, because right now I want to learn, but the curiosity is no longer there. All right. Are you also aware that if you want to see that someone is depressed, one of the first signs to know that this person is depressed is when the person is no longer curious about life. The person is no longer showing any concern, any desire to learn, any desire to do anything. So you see those things that usually would pick their curiosity, and they'll be jumping and be like, oh my God, yes, this is for me, that is for me. It no longer interests them. It's no longer interesting them. It's no longer interest them. Do you see? It no longer interests them. So it's not like as however it comes, right? However it comes. Do you see what I'm saying? So life is not just anyhow, however it goes. So curiosity is that drive that helps to stir up our interest to want to learn, to want to explore, to want to do more and become better of a human being, to want to reinvent yourself, to want to evolve. It is curiosity that can set you on that pedestal. Friends, it is curiosity. You see that the reason God placed curiosity in us as a faculty of the mind is so that we're able to explore the earth realm. We're able to come up with novelties and do amazing things in our world. That's the reason God placed it in us. Okay? Placed it in us so that we can become intentional. We can become intentional. So curiosity is an inherent desire. At the age of 4, a child that is 4 years old, 4, 5, 6 years old, they ask as much as 400 questions, 300 to 400 questions every single day, according to research. Every single day, 300 to 400 questions every single day. So what then happens when a child gets to a certain age? The curiosity muscle dies down. It's no longer there. It's no longer strengthened. Because while the child was being curious as a child, oh, mommy, why is this like this? Auntie, why is this like this? Uncle, why is that like that? You're like, keep quiet. You keep telling them to keep quiet. All right? That is it. You keep telling them to keep quiet. By the time they get to the age 10 or age 12, their curiosity muscle have died down. Do you see that? So one of the major characteristics of curiosity is that people ask a lot of questions. They seek out new knowledge. All right? How many of you in this day and age have really been able to satisfy your curiosity? You have not been able to satisfy your curiosity because you are in the realm, majority of people are in the realm of unconscious incompetence because they don't even know what they don't know. They are not aware of the skill they lack. So they are not being, their curiosities are not being stirred in the right direction. They are not being patterned. There are no streamlined pathways they need to go through. All right, that's why it's important most times to talk about vision. They need to understand your vision. You need to understand who you are. All right, what is the meta image or picture of the preferred future that you've seen, that you want to participate in, that you want to be a part of, right? So once you have that as a foundation, you now begin to spread your tentacles to these different ends of the vision, right? You become the incubator, you become the steward of that vision, such that you're consistently learning, you're consistently building yourself in these different arenas, okay, that truly connect to the vision. So asking a lot of questions, all right. John C. Maxwell wrote the book Good Leaders Ask Great Questions. Good leaders ask great questions. How many questions have you asked today? How many questions have you asked today, Ugo? How many questions have you asked today, Evelyn, Indivo, everyone in the room? How many questions have you been able to ask yourself today? Asking those questions is a pathway to growth, is a pathway to transformation. Do you see that? So ability to ask questions. Another characteristic of curiosity is open-mindedness. All right, open-mindedness, your ability to consider different perspectives, knowing fully well that you are not absolute, you don't know it all. Okay, you don't know it all. You should be able to inquire, ask questions. What are some of the things that I don't know? All right, how do I position myself for this level of research so that I'm able to build depth? How do I listen to people? How do I sample opinions? How do I ask questions that will build my capacity in this arena? Another thing is engagement, your ability to be interested and fully involved in that reading material, in that activity, in that subject area. That is curiosity. For you to know that some people will reach out to me and be like, Coach Faith, I love what you do. I love the way you do your things, how you've been able to come this far. Coach Faith, I love it. I love it. I love it. I too, I love it. And the questions people often ask is, how are you so engaged, Coach Faith, that you do this thing again and again and again? I am harnessing my curiosity, friends. I'm harnessing it. I'm not sleeping on it. My curiosity muscle is getting better by the day. My creativity is soaring, right? I'm becoming more intentional with the way I deliver value, with the way I project my influence, right? I'm becoming more intentional by the day. For somebody who will still be like, I'll start tomorrow, I'll commence tomorrow. Yeah, they are not helping themselves, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to strengthen yourself. You're not going to be able to build that level of capacity and depth that is needed within a short space of time. Do you see, friends? So engagement is a sign, is a characteristic of curiosity. Deeply, for you to be deeply engaged in subject matter in your career path. Okay, if you're in a career path that you're no longer interested in, like it's no longer stirring up your curiosity, then it means that you have to leave that environment. You are no longer stirred up, you're no longer engaged, you're no longer deeply involved in the things that are happening. It means that you're tired. You should take a walk. All right. So persistence is another reason we talk about curiosity, because your ability to continuously put in the effort, seek answers and solutions despite the challenges you face, despite the setbacks, it is as a result of curiosity. This is another characteristic of curiosity. When you see that somebody is persistent in an arena, Coach Faith talks about reading all the time. Reading, I'm an intentional reader. I'm a this, I'm a that. Friends, take a screenshot right now. Everyone in this room, if you're learning something, I'd like you to go to the Telegram community and go post the screenshot. Make sure you post the beautiful part of you. Go post the picture in the room and tell them we have started. You can also post on your WhatsApp status. Tell your friends to join you right now, that the conversation is getting hotter. So persistency is also another element of curiosity. Once you're done, type done in the comments. Let me know those that are doing the work. Right? Persistency is important to also be able to attest to the fact that you are curious. So if you're persistent in your project, in your work, your relationship, in your business, it shows that you have been able to build that level of curiosity. So there are several benefits that comes with curiosity. One of such benefits is what? Motivation. You are motivated. Motivation is a game changer when it comes to what? Curiosity. All right. All right. Let's go do the work. Let's go do the work. Let's go share to our friends. Let them join us. Let them join us. So motivation is very crucial to work. If you're not motivated, you will not be able to stay connected. So curiosity can lead to a genuine interest in learning, making the process so enjoyable and rewarding. Okay, so benefits of curiosity, number one is motivation. Write that in your room. I mean, in your notebook or in the room, write it down. Motivation. Another thing is deep understanding and retention. You see the reason people say, I read books, I don't remember what I have read, I don't remember, I don't understand. One of the major reasons I have always told them is that you are not in love with what you are reading. Yes, you must love it. Your mood must be excited to be able to accommodate or assimilate the information, be able to accept the information, accept the ideas that are being shared. Do you see that? You must be excited. You must be excited, friends. So, deeper understanding and retention is necessary for you to comprehend what you're learning. So, curiosity allows for that level of connection because you're curious about this thing. You want to learn, you want to learn. You see, when children, you're back from the market as a mother, and your children are just like, ah, mommy, what did you buy? What did you buy? They're interested. They want to see it. Such level of curiosity. And the adults, they are like, we've seen it all. What are we looking for again? These are kids, they are new to the game, right? So, curiosity is such a profound thing that can help you to always go deeper into a subject matter. That's why, as somebody who is a scientist or a researcher, okay, there's a version of the Bible, I think it's Proverbs chapter 25, verse 2. It says that it is the honor of a king to hide a matter, it is the honor of the king again, I think so, to unravel it. So another translation says scientist for the second part of it. So I'm like, okay, so for you to be able to search out a matter, you are a scientist. For you to become curious, okay, and authentic in your learning process, you are a scientist. So become a scientist who is deeply ready and in alignment to your learning process. Like you are so interested in your learning process and you're not willing to give into nothing. Okay, another thing that curiosity does for us is to help us grow, personal growth, innovation. That's what it does for us. Curiosity will help you grow, take you from where you are to the next level. Okay, another thing is that it will help you grow, friends. So, how do you begin to foster this curiosity? How do you begin to groom yourself into it? How do you become a curious person? How do you become a curious person? I said ask questions. How does it work? Why is this situation important to me? Why do I need to be in Coach Faith's Readers Republic show conversation? Why do I need to be here? I've recommended two books today, guys. The first book I recommended was the book on what's it called? Leadership. Why by John C. Maxwell. Good leaders ask great questions. And I also recommended Ian Leslie's work, one researching, is a whole compartment of what it means to be a curious person. The title of his book is Curious, Ian Leslie. So ask a lot of questions. Encourage your children to ask a lot of questions. Go to application stores, all right, and get games on questions, on the why questions, how to ask questions. Go and get those applications. Let them begin to ask questions. All right. You as a leader, be deliberate about asking questions. If there has been an arena you have been wanting to step into, and it's almost like you don't even know how to navigate, you are still unconsciously incompetent. You're still unconsciously incompetent. That's the first pyramid now. UI, right? Unconsciously incompetent at that level. It is time for you to wake up. right? And begin to ask the why questions. This is one strategy to foster your curiosity in that arena. I want to learn public speaking skills. Why do I want to become a public speaker? Is it because I want to be able to, have some kind of powerful conversations with my clients, or I want to be able to teach the way Coach Faith is teaching right now? I want to be able to do this and do that. Whatever it is that is stirring up your interest, that should be a growing concern for you. All right, by the time you ask the question, why do I not want to become a public speaker? Why is public speaking a necessity for me? Why do I want to step into this arena at this level of my life? Why is it important for me to become this person or that person? Do you see? So by the time you ask about 7 questions, you have done a great job. You have done a great job to yourself, right? You have done a great job to yourself. You are in a relationship and it's almost like things are not working well. Ask yourself the question, why are things not working well? Don't stop there. Oh, things are not working well because my partner did that, my children did this, or my this, that. Why did your children do that? Why did your partner behave like that? Partner behaved like that because of what he heard about me, because of the things I never said. Why would your partner listen to someone else against your own, you know, talks with him or her? So whatever it is, you want to ask the why questions as many times as possible to be able to gain that level of clarity that will set you ablaze. Are you learning something, guys? To be able to gain that level of clarity that will set you ablaze. Ask empiric questions. This is the number one strategy to foster curiosity. Number two is about seeking novelty. Seek novelty, novelty, novelty all the time. This is where you expose yourself to new experiences, to topics, to perspectives. Read books that you are not even familiar with. Travel to new places. Try out a new hobby. Okay? Try out a new adventure. That is how to seek novelty. It is not going to kill you. It's not going to swallow you, rather. Right? Perhaps it is just going to be the opportunity you have been waiting for to grow. Okay? When I started off teaching in the digital space, it was just me talking about reading skills, for the fact that I've sold books for years, and I wanted to now bridge the gap between where people were by just getting excited about book titles and a whole lot more, to where they could now begin to buy books based on what they wanted to learn, based on how far they want to go. I was very deliberate. I've done that for some time. And when I was about to really broaden up, to expand the reading compartment into the arena of personal development holistically, I was scared. How will I be able to have this kind of conversation? How will I be able to do this? Today, you hear me say things like, my name is Faith Michael. I'm the life optimization coach. I help individuals and professionals optimize their potentials for impact, influence, and income. And my video editor says, Coach Faith, you are really so fast at my mistake. My goodness, it is already engraved in my consciousness, in my subconscious. So it is in the realm of unconscious competence. It is flowing from that realm. So seeking novelty is one way to grow, is one way to ascend the ladder of curiosity. Remember, this curiosity as it is, it's a muscle. I remember back in secondary school, there's this young lady we were calling the questionnaire in those days. She will ask questions to the level that the lecturer gets tired. All right. Possibly she has been able to grow up in an environment where curiosity was being nurtured. Curiosity was being nurtured, or possibly is even a value system in their environment. It's even a value system in their home. All right, the parents encourage them to ask questions. They were never stalled or stifled from hearing their views, their opinions, of sharing thoughts that is in their heart, so they can gain deeper level of clarity. We are constantly being stuck in life. Yes, whether you're in business, in your relationship, in your marriage, in your parenting, whatever it is you are talking about, in your business, in your entrepreneurial journey, a time would always come where you are stuck and you don't know where to go from there. Maybe as I'm talking right now, you're also stuck You're like, Coach Faith, I've been in this very space for a long time, in this cocoon or echo chamber for a long time. I've been wanting to break forth, but I have not been able to break forth. It has been a huge challenge on my path. I really don't know how to go further or how to stop or how to even go backward. I don't know. All right. So your ability to begin to ask empowering questions, exposing yourself to new experiences, it's a game changer that can transform you from the inside out. So in this season of your life, how are you seeking novelty? How are you exposing yourself to new experiences, to new topics, perspectives that can spark your curiosity muscle? How are you doing all of those? The next thing is another strategy to foster curiosity is to stay open-minded. I've talked about this before. You have to be willing to interact with different viewpoints, different topics beyond your comfort zone. Remember, the second installment of this program was about moving from the place of comfort to your growth zone. If you have not watched that video, go down this room in this very YouTube channel, go to the video live sessions and check out from comfort zone to growth zone, pathways to excellent learning, second installment 2, right? So there I spoke about the comfort zone, the fear zone, the learning zone, and the growth zone. That these are the 4 different zones. All right, if you want to transition from a place of comfort to the place of growth, you must move from the place of comfort to the place of fear. So for me, at that level, I was just transiting from the place of comfort to the place of fear, the place where I was learning and endlessly, endlessly I was learning. All right, then to the place of what? To the place of what? Growth. You must stay open-minded. Friends, stay open-minded. Be open to different viewpoints. Be open to what? Different viewpoints. The next thing we have to do is, for us to foster curiosity, is that we must learn how to reflect and connect. Take time to reflect on what we've learned, on how we have also connected to our existing knowledge. We must take time to do all of those. We must take time to journal our thoughts, to discuss. I'm always journaling my thoughts every evening. This is my journal. So once I'm done today now, I'm going to journal my thoughts, right? I do this all the time. This is one of the journal, you see. So I'm always journaling. Can you see my notes? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? I'm always journaling my thoughts every now and then. So today is Friday, so you see it's still empty. So I've not done nothing for Friday. So this is my 2024 journal. Okay, so you see that it is important you journal your thoughts all the time. You discuss your learnings with others. That's why you should join the Leaders Book Club membership community. Discuss your learnings with others. Apply new knowledge to real life situations. Really beautiful. Reflect and connect. Reflect and connect. Reflect and connect. These are the way to what? Foster your curiosity. Okay, so how do you do this on a consistent level? Keep on learning. Build a routine. Okay, build a routine. This is very, very important. Engage in a research project. Engage in a research project. It can help you in your career. It can help you in your personal development growth. It can help you in different areas of your life. Okay, curiosity is a learning tool. You see why we say it's a learning tool? It can significantly transform your life, can lead you to greater level of engagement, deeper understanding, continuous learning, and so much more. All right, curiosity is so beautiful. Remember, as we crown it up tonight, Friday, hope, how you doing? Welcome to class. So remember, as we crown it up tonight, you have to begin to understand the concept of curiosity in 2 dimensions, according to the work of Anne Leslie and other psychologists out there. That we have diversive curiosity and then we have epistemic curiosity. All right, we have what? Diversive curiosity and epistemic curiosity. I'd like you to take a screenshot. Please take a screenshot as I share all of this. All right. I love what Mom Indy have also shared. I'm going to bring it up. So take a screenshot and share to our Telegram community. Okay. So, friends, what am I saying in a nutshell? That you must be ready to embrace it. Okay. Embrace curiosity through going through the realm of divergence. Remember, we're talking about unconscious incompetence. We said in the place of divergent curiosity, you must be able to immerse yourself in learning environments. You must be able to stay curious, keep learning. All right, keep learning. Thank you, Ma'am Indy, for putting together how to foster curiosity. Ask the right questions, seek novelty, stay open-minded, learn to reflect, build a routine. Okay, so friends, you see that when it comes to curiosity, at the level of divergence is where you are just exposed to different things, different aspects of life. You're learning here and there, you're connecting, you're doing all kind of different learning experiences that you can engage in. Because at this level, you don't even know the skill you need to learn. You are not aware. It's not within the realm of your consciousness. It's an unconscious incompetence, right? And a lot of people are in this zone. They are consciously incompetent, so they are just everywhere. Good. But you can go beyond the realm of conscious competence, like incompetence, when you enter into the realm of um, conscious incompetence, where you're not beginning to learn, you're not beginning to see what you know, what you need to do, what you need to learn, how you need to scale, how you need to move from where you are to the next level. So sometimes you even need a coach to help you unravel this pattern. And that's why my program is still ongoing, guys. Have you applied for reading for execution? Like reading for execution, if you are not in, I don't know what's going on. Like the testimonials that have been rolling in, they'll be so profound. They've been so profound. Reading for execution is a game changer. Let me sit upright. Reading for execution, guys, is a game changer for the now. Like what? Just walking people through these different phases. So we started off this journey. I think I've been able to walk almost about 10 students through this process. All right, because it's a one-on-one challenge for 5 days. I cannot really take so many people at a time. So I take few persons, maybe 3, 4 in a week, as much as I can based on my schedule, right? If you have not gone through the program, I want to encourage you. If you are someone who sees yourself as a learner, like you want to really build competencies, skills, you want to move from the realm of unconscious incompetence, unconscious incompetence to the realm where you become unconsciously competent. You are not living on automation. Like these are the things you have been wanting to do. You have prayed about them, like you've told yourself, I want to become this person in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Please apply for Reading for Execution. It's a free program, one-on-one tiny challenge. I teach you few minutes every day, sometimes less than 30 minutes every day. And then you go do the assignment. Trust me, when you're done in the 5 days, you're going to become an exceptional person. I think just going through this process is going to place you in the third phase of this very pillars of this pyramid of competence. All right, where you become consciously competent to be deliberate about the practices of the things that connect to your soul, of the things that connect to your stewarding of an assignment, of a vision, right? You are going to be able to understand what it looks like. Because sometimes, even when you try to immerse yourself in learning experiences and you are everywhere, remember the term to describe the times that we're in is what we call VUCA. Type it in the comments. VUCA. VUCA. We live in a VUCA society today. Volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. This is the season we're in. So how do you intend to navigate the vagueness of the time, the volatile nature of the time, the uncertainty of the time, the complexity of the time, and the ambiguity of the time? How do you intend to navigate such without a coach? Right? You need me in your life. If you're interested to participate, all right, click the link. There's a link in the description that will lead you to apply for that. There are several links here. If you're not in our Telegram community, there's also a link for you to join. If you just want to have a clarity call with me, you just want to have a conversation with me about something in particular, all right, based on what you want to do, that is a paid offer. It is not free. You can also send a DM. There's a link. But if you want to be a part of the free 5 days reading for execution challenge blueprint, all right, framework, 5 days one-on-one tiny challenge, send a DM and apply. You may be opportune to also have a slot in the coming weeks, right? So your ability to begin to embrace curiosity, whether at the level of divergence, is important, or at the level of epistemology, where you are able to become a scientist who is constantly, all right, in search of new knowledge, who is constantly open to ideas, so that you can build authority, so that you can build the right level of understanding that will set you ablaze in the scheme of things. I hope you're getting the gist. So curiosity is a learning tool. Curiosity is a learning tool. Yes, that's it. Volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So curiosity is a learning tool. It is a learning tool. So if somebody comes to you and be like, oh my God, what is the foremost learning tool, or what is that one learning tool I should become so acquainted with right now that will help me in my reading, in my learning, in the building of capacity? Just go ahead and say, curiosity. Curiosity is such a great tool and strategy, and it has helped me for this past 6 years plus. I'll be 7 years in this game by next month on the 1st, right? Curiosity has brought me this far. Curiosity has helped me in multiple ways that I cannot just begin to describe. I cannot describe it. Can't even explain it. Remember, curiosity has for persistency. All right, Nadeg, how you doing? Nadej Nkoi Giboren, welcome to class. All right. So how do I even begin to explain what it means, what it looks like for me to be able to step into this zone of growth, of persistency? Because a lot of times we're like, Coach Faith, I have not been consistent in my reading. I've not been consistent in my this. I'm like, okay, I do understand. So it means that if you have not been consistent in your reading, amongst the several other reasons that could be a factor, one of the two you don't have, or that you've not been able to embrace fully, even though you have it, is curiosity. You have not been able to embrace it. And I've just taken you through the roadmaps on how to begin to embrace curiosity as a learning tool that can enhance your learning process, can keep you glued, keep you connected, place you in the zone of flow so that you are able to consistently do this. Curiosity has really been a game changer in my life, in my own personal life, and it can help you as well. Don't also forget the pyramid of competence, as we have deliberated so much on it. The pyramid of competence. All right. It's been fun, friends. It's been an amazing experience. Once again, for those of you that are joining me for the first time, my name is Faith Michael. I help individuals, professionals like yourself, optimize their potentials for impact, income, and influence, right? If you want to be a part of our community, please do where to join us. The link to that is in the description. Join our Telegram community. You want to be a part of Reading for Execution for the month of July? Send a DM through the link that will direct you to my WhatsApp DM. Send a message. Let's have a conversation. Let's pre-qualify you to be able to go through this phase. Someone like Nadej has been able to go through the program. Nadej, I hope you're fine. Okay. So if you have any question right now, you can drop it in the comment. In the community, I'm up for you. I'm here to help your life, to help you grow, to help you become an exceptional personality that will just begin to take your life to the next level. All right, with ease, with fluidity, with not so much stress, right? So with that being said, our next program is going to be on Monday morning for book motivations, 5 a.m. What? Do well to join the Telegram platform because it will be hosted there. Okay, and then that's it. We're going to meet again next week for the show. How many of you would want me to continue to talk about another learning pattern for effectiveness? Let me know if you're interested in this conversation again, or should we go to something else? If you want us to go to another thing, say something else in the comments. If you want us to continue with this and round off next week, I still have something I would have loved to share with you all. But if you're interested, just tell me, yes, coach, let's talk about effectiveness in learning. It's been so powerful. The very first day we spoke about, the very first edition we spoke about, the very first episode on this conversation, Pathways to Excellent Learning. Who can remember the first topic? Let me see those of you that have been following. The first topic, tell me. The second topic, tell me. The third topic, tell me. The fourth topic, today is the fourth. Tell me. Just write the number by the side and tell me which of the topic you can remember. First edition or a first episode, second episode. This is the fourth episode. If you want us to continue in this light, yes, we can round off next week. But it's been so fun, it's been so amazing. And curiosity has really been so stirred up in me personally that I've been persistent, right? I have been persistent to do this again and again, talking about pathways to excellent learning. In fact, all that we've done for the past 4 weeks can actually be converted to a book. Can be converted to a book. Pathways to Excellent Learning can be converted to a book, and we just have the topics as the outline. Yes, somebody can support that level of transcription, and we can make it a book. If you'd like to support that, send a DM. You can volunteer to do it for us in the community, and kudos will also go to you. So, friends, it's been an amazing ride. Okay, nobody's saying anything. Let me just run through quickly. The first week we spoke about self-regulations. All right, we spoke about self-regulations. Okay, second week we spoke about from comfort zone to growth zone. Right, last week was about what did we talk about again last week? Today is about curiosity. Okay, last week was about, I just got it now and it flew away again. Yes. Okay. So it's been fun just going through these 4 different sessions. Last week was about feedback. For those of you that do not know how to take in feedback and you also don't know how to give feedback, remember, it's all about constructive feedback and positive feedback. It's loaded. So I'm going to see you tomorrow. Somebody says interested. Okay. Possibly we'll have the last conversation next week on pathways to excellent learning. Once again, I'm Faith Michael. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to be part of Reading for Execution, send a link, a DM to that link and apply. Thank you and have a lovely weekend, night rest all together. Bye. See you later. See you.